Wow, what an incredible week in the stock market. My portfolio was up almost 10%, and my penny stock portfolio was up over 50%. Let me know in the comments below how you did this week. Now, yesterday I'd asked you guys to help us choose a new channel name, and the winning vote was Stock Curry. So, welcome to Stock Curry. Today I have some big updates for you. We have NIO Day coming up tomorrow, so we're going to talk about what that's going to do to the stock price on NIO. Also, I have a huge announcement on BNGO. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for Merrill Lynch and Morgan Stanley, and now I analyze stock picks from the top 15 YouTubers. I then compile all of my analysis into a daily video that I post right here on this channel. I spend hours every day watching YouTube videos so that you don't have to. All you have to do is watch this one video each day and you'll get every single stock pick from the top 15 YouTubers. All I ask in return is that you hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. Alright, before we get into today's stock picks, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor and none of the YouTubers I analyze are financial advisors either. This is purely for entertainment purposes only. Okay, let's get into it. The first stock that we're going to talk about today is ABUS. This is a biopharmacy stock. They only have one drug in trials right now, and it's only in phase 1 trial. They're going to be presenting at a conference on 6 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday, and most analysts expect them to announce successful results on their drug and continuation to phase 2 trials. So if you decide to play this news, you'll need to buy the stock prior to 6 a.m. Eastern Time. I also want to show you that technically the stock has a floor at $3.40. It did bounce off of that and is continuing to rise upward. So technically speaking, this stock is a buy. Next up is BNGO. YouTubers have been warning all week about the likelihood of BNGO doing a stock offering soon. And sure enough, they announced one yesterday. This will put continued downward pressure on the stock for the next 30 days as the stock offering is completed. The stock offering price is $3.05, which really excites me because that is right at our buy-under price. Now, the $3.05 price will only be available to institutional investors, and usually the actual stock price does not drop as low as the offering price. So I'm increasing our buy-under price on BNGO to $3.50. I'm also increasing the ideal buy-in price to $3. My financial friend said that he is much less bullish on BNGO and is looking to sell his shares if the price drops to $3.75. I really like to see people being bearish on this stock because that will put continued downward pressure on the price and help it get down to our buy-under price. We also have upward catalysts starting on Monday and continuing through Friday, which could prevent BNGO from dropping down to our buy-under price. If those catalysts play out, we may be looking at a bottom on the stock at its current price of almost $5. Those catalysts include reports on recent studies, the removal of Nasdaq's delisting warning, and the possible announcement of ARK Invest buying the stock. However, many YouTubers are concerned about why BNGO would put the stock offering price at 35% below today's closing price, given that they have their symposium coming up next week. Does this mean that the news next week will be bad? That is certainly a possibility. The fact remains that BNGO is very volatile right now, so you should only invest money that you can afford to lose. Okay, next up is CLOV. Clover Health is a SPAC that just completed its merger. The SPAC symbol was IPOC. It's currently dropping just like almost all SPACs do post-merger. That said, this is a good company for a long-term play because they are teaming up with Walmart to grow. Smart Trader actually has 40% of his portfolio in this one stock. Clover Health is presenting at a conference on January 12th, which could be a good catalyst for a bottoming out on the stock and a rebound. We have a buy-under price on the stock of $15, an ideal buy-in price of $14.50, and a price target of $30, which represents an 89% upside from today's closing price. Next up is ENVB. Before I even talk about this stock, I want to warn you that Smart Trader says that this is a very speculative play. Now this is really confusing, so correct me if I misunderstand the dynamics of this company. They just did a reverse split and changed their ticker symbol. They used to be a blockchain company with terrible financials. Now keep in mind that blockchain could mean any number of things, including everything from Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, or even cybersecurity. Recently, they purchased a pharmaceuticals company that focuses on developing MMJ drugs. Both blockchain technology and MMJ are hot topics right now, and both are growing industries expected to expand with Democrats controlling the country. Technically, this chart looks like it may have bottomed out and is starting to go back up. Smart Trader put an $8 to $10 price target on the stock and a $4 buy-under price. But keep in mind the negative factors that may cause the stock to go to zero, including bad financials and a recent reverse split, which is often the sign of a dying company. Next up is MARA. MARA is a Bitcoin miner. Larry Jones bought more of the stock today. Bitcoin is showing no signs of slowing down, so YouTubers expect MARA to continue to rise. Do keep in mind that MARA is a very risky stock, so please put a trailing stop loss on the stock if you decide to buy it. That also applies to Riot and all of the other Bitcoin stocks. Next up is NIO, NIO. NIO hit the $57 price target we had, so I did sell NIO today. We'll be looking forward to NIO Day tomorrow to see what they announce, and then making new price predictions later this weekend. Most YouTubers still have a $100 price target on NIO, but we'll have to see how that changes after tomorrow. Also, after NIO Day, this stock is no longer a short-term play. So if you're holding or if you're looking to buy next week, keep in mind that this is now a long-term hold. Next up is NNDM. NNDM is expanding into the United States soon, and they're also releasing their next stage 3D printer. Mcash thinks NNDM will continue consolidating next week before jumping upward. So you still have a little bit of time to buy this. I also changed the play on the stock from a short-term play to a long-term play as volatility is decreasing. The short-term price target on the stock is between $14 and $15, but the long-term price is between $90 and $180. Next up is ORTX. This is Orchid Therapeutics. The traveling trader bought this stock today. It broke resistance today and also jumped above the 200-day moving average. The traveling trader does recommend placing a stop loss on the stock at $6 just in case it drops back down. GSK took a 20% stake in ORTX and a seat on their board. The traveling trader thinks GSK is looking to acquire ORTX. If ORTX does get acquired, it could jump 30 to 40%. Next up is Plug, PLUG. Larry Jones is going to buy Plug on Monday, but Chris Sain says FCEL is a better buy. Both companies are up insane amounts over the past 2 months. Personally, I don't like either of these stocks. I like to buy low and sell high. I don't like buying at all-time highs. That said, it does look like both of these stocks will continue to rise. Many stocks seem to be rising right now based upon our current political environment, and these two are no different. Every analyst covering this stock rates it a buy. Because the stock is already at all-time highs, I can't use any technical analysis to set price targets, so you'll have to do your own research to determine when to buy and sell. Next up is ROKU, ROKU. Dead Inside noticed that DraftKings, an online sports betting company, was mentioned in Roku's November earnings report. DraftKings said they tripled the year-over-year ad spend with Roku. This could be a sign that DraftKings, as well as other companies, are getting a significantly better return from their streaming ads than their traditional TV ads. What does that mean for Roku? A possible significant boost to their ad revenue for their Q4 earnings. Revenues are also expected to grow by 25% or more per year, as subscribers grow by 40% or more. Analysts are increasing their price targets on Roku, and this stock is looking more and more like it's going to beat earnings. I don't have a buy price or price target on the stock. I just wanted to let you know what Dead Inside mentioned today so that you can go do your own research and decide if you want to buy it. Next up is SPE. SPE is a SPAC that is merging with ChargePoint, which is an EV charging station company. Larry Jones mentioned yesterday that he likes the recent drop in price on the stock and is buying for a long-term hold. Today, StockMo said the same thing, so we have consensus. StockMo thinks the stock may go up 1,000% or more over the next 5 years. In the short term, Ken & Grace put a $50 price target on the stock. With all of the ups and downs on the stock, it remains both a great swing trading stock as well as a great long-term hold. Next up is SESN. This was at the bottom of an upward trend when it was mentioned by the traveling trader 2 days ago. This is still a good long-term investment, but as a swing trade, this play is over. Next up is SNDL. This is an MMJ stock. This is also a swing trade for the traveling trader. He put a price target on it of $1, so this stock still has plenty of upside. We are also still under the buy-in price of 70 cents, so this is still a good buy. Next up is TRXC. My financial friend mentioned the stock today. They use technology and robotics to help doctors perform surgery. Fundamentally, their financials are terrible. They only have enough cash left to last another 8 months. At first, I thought this was a pump and dump, but then I saw that they do have some news that caused the stock to go up. The news is that they are going to be presenting at a conference on Monday and another conference on Thursday. We have no idea if the news will be good, bad, or neutral, so if you do decide to gamble on this stock, make sure you only invest money that you are willing to lose. Next up is TSLA, Tesla. Informed Trade says that this stock is overextended in the short term and is looking for a pullback on Tesla soon. In the long term, however, he expects Tesla to double or triple in price by the end of the year. Next up is TXG. This is a genomics company, and ARK Invest is buying more of the stock every day, and YouTubers are really starting to talk about this stock. That said, there's no news on this stock, and the only reason the price is going up is because ARK Invest is buying it. If your strategy is just to buy the stocks that ARK Invest is buying, then you would be better off investing in one of ARK's ETFs instead, since they buy the stocks at low prices before disclosing the purchases, and then they get the full advantage of the price run-ups. This particular stock is included on both ARK Invest's ARKG and ARKK ETFs. Next up is UAVS. Chris Sain says it's time to take profits if you bought this stock. Next up is WKHS. Informed Trades thinks it's time to lock in profits on the stock if you are a short-term swing trader. If you are a long-term trader, WKHS has a hold. Jack Spencer did mention that there is a new rumor on WKHS that the UPS contract may be announced by the end of January. Jack Spencer bought WKHS as a long-term hold, and he thinks WKHS will be profitable in the long term with or without the UPS contract. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is. And if you want to get some free stock, sign up for Webull through my link in the description below. That will help you out, and it also helps the channel out. And finally, remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.